Well, you know, the boys are going to be home soon, so you can stay and wait for them.
The only reason you wanted me to get you home safe was to get me away from Sonny.
Who cares about Sonny? Let's see Jess.
No, Carly, I have to go.
She makes the
Really,
cutest sound now. She coos and she sounds like a little dove.
Carly, I know what you're trying to do.
You know I'm not going to stand around and watch you beat yourself up for the things Franco did.
This isn't a good idea for you to be here.
Lucky came out the window here to see me.
Fine, come in.
All right. Last night, you came all the way out to the airport to get on my plane and ask me not to leave. Well, that kind of renewed my hope. That was, of course, until Lucky told me how you really feel about our relationship. The infatuation is one of the words that keeps rattling around in my brain.
Sorry, Nikolas, I didn't mean to make things more difficult
You obviously
for you.
told him it was one-sided, that I'm just some fool in love, and you're, you know, what are you? I mean,
Sorry, Nikolas.
And he has no idea that we're sleeping together. And I have to believe that withholding that was a conscious choice on your part.
And I should tell him everything. That would be the right thing to do.
But you're not going to, are you?
If Lucky finds out that we've been sleeping together, I'm gonna lose him. And I can't let that happen.
Sit. If you didn't save me from Franco, I would have been in the warehouse, not Lulu. And that's what he wanted. He wanted you to choose between me and Sam. Funny, that's a choice I tried to force on you many of times.
It's not the same thing.
You called Dominic. He got to Lulu in time. She's alive. Everything's fine. But this is a switch, isn't it?
What?
I'm giving you the pep talk instead of the other way around. I've seen you go through so much, Jason, but I've never seen you like this. What's going on?
Because every move I made was wrong.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Every time I came to Franco, he saw it from a mile away, just like he said he would.
Okay, don't tell me you believe one word that came out of that man's mouth. He's gone. You won.
I don't think the whole time Franco was in Port Charles, he did anything he didn't want to do. He's smart.
Not if you ask me. Because I think anyone who would take you on is a fool. Not to mention suicidal.
He may be a fool, but he's right. Me and Franco, we are alike.
I'm sorry, I don't get it. You know, you say you love me, and then you turn around and say you can't lose Lucky. If that's why you asked me to stay here, that feels like torture to me.
Sorry, I know. I need time or
Well,
something.
something has to change. You know, how long can we go on together in secret while you pretend to have a life with Lucky? That doesn't...
I can't.
I'm asking you, please, to tell him. I'm asking you to let go of the past and see what a future looks like with me, please.
I know I'm not being fair to you. And I know I'm hurting you by saying this.
Forget about me for a second. What about Lucky? Doesn't he deserve a woman who can love him completely?
For Franco, it was all about the experience. He was just living in the moment.
So you're saying he just does it for the thrill?
No, he can't really feel, so he pushes the envelope. I'm the same way.
No, you're nothing
No,
like
our
Franco.
reasons might be different, but I'm never as alive as I am when I'm taking a risk. I push everything to the edge. I always have, and I still do. And I've taken people's lives.
And you've had reasons. Franco's a coward, Jason. He hides behind his art. The man is twisted and just plain evil, and I've seen the good that you do.
Thank you. I appreciate you listening.
You know where your strength comes from? What Franco can't touch? Your heart. And that's where I am, and all the people who love you. How can Franco possibly compete with that?
You asked to see me. I didn't bring Diane.
You know, I'm not in the mood for the, you know I respect you, Lucky, but I can't tell you anything speech, all right? So let's just jump to the part where you shut up.
Okay.
If you respected me, you wouldn't have lied to my face for months about Jake. You wouldn't have pretended to be Elizabeth's platonic friend when you knew damn well that you were the father of her baby. You wouldn't have let me believe that Jake was mine.
You're right.
You are a glaring reminder that I have a really bad habit of trusting the wrong people.
I know I'm sending you mixed signals.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
I just don't want to hurt anyone. And I'm confused. And I don't even know what's right anymore. The only thing I do know is that Lucky, Cameron, and Jake and I are a family.
Okay, fine. Then you tell me, what is the best thing for your family? For you and Lucky and Jake and Cameron to go out and live in some dream house that you guys built together? I mean, that paints a pretty picture, but it's all predicated on lies, Liz. Lies that you're telling me, Lucky, yourself, whoever else.
I think it's time for you to go.
Oh, wait, listen. I know that you don't want to hurt Lucky. That's not something I want either. But the reality is, what you and I feel for each other isn't something that we can just wish away. You know, I mean, you say things like, well, that you feel like such a woman when you're around me, and then and then you turn around and say that I'm out of control. That what I feel for you is more about Emily than it is about us, and it isn't. No, it is not. I mean, I can see the parallels between the two relationships. The lies.
No. We're not in a relationship.
Okay, fine. Just listen to me. When Emily had cancer and she and I fell in love, she was with Xander, right? And I stood by and watched her twist herself up into so many knots so she didn't have to hurt him with the truth. But eventually, like it always does, all the lies she told to herself and to him and whoever else, they came out. You and I both know that Xander and I weren't friends, but I was close enough to see what it did to him. And you know the number one lie that hurt him the most? He knew all along that Emily didn't love him anymore the way he loved her. But he kept telling himself exactly what he wanted to believe.
Well, Lucky and I aren't doing that.
Elizabeth, you dragged your kids out of bed in the middle of the night and came all the way out to the airport, got on my plane, and begged me not to leave. Look at me. That's all the truth I need.